What is going on, Earth 2 novice, enthusiasts, and everyone in between? Thank you for joining me for another episode of Earth 2 News. In this episode, we are going to be doing a semi-walkthrough to show you guys how to initiate the credit card withdrawal process, and we're also going to discuss how long this new withdrawal process takes. And I think you're going to be very excited. Before we jump into that, as always, if you find my content informative, I'm super appreciative when you use my referral code that I've got down here. That actually goes to an account that is specially dedicated to you guys. What do I mean by that? Well, you spend your money on Earth 2 buying stuff using that code, you get 5% off. There's a 5% bonus that comes my way that goes into that account. With that money, I purchase land that is especially for you guys. I do land giveaways each and every week. All of that land gets given away to you guys. And if you're new, you're going to be particularly interested in some of the raffles that I do, because not only is there a referral raffle where I use your referral code when I make my purchases and the purchases for the channel account, you can also be entered into the weekly land giveaway. And then for noobs who use my referral code, this one right here, for their first purchase, I'm super appreciative. I love the fact that you decided to get into Earth 2 because of me, and as a reward, as a thank you, and joining, welcoming you to Earth 2 and helping you catch up, because I know you probably feel behind. You're not behind, but just a little bit later to the game than us. No problem. It's still very early. But as a consolation prize to make you feel a little bit better about jumping in, you're entered into a special noob raffle. When you send me a screenshot showing that you used my referral code for your first purchase, touches me, and you have the chance to win what you decide. I'll tell you that you won, and you can decide while they last between some mines that I have. I've got gold, silver, copper, nickel, salt, iron mines, some other stuff. And then I also have some land in the UAE, Dubai, Abu Dhabi, some other places I can't pronounce that I purchased specifically to give away to you noobs as a thank you for using my referral code. But now that we've got that out of the way, and to enter all that, there's going to be that's kind of important, how to enter it. There's going to be a contact form below. Fill out that contact form. You'll be entered into it. You'll receive an automated email, and to that email, you can respond, basically sending me that screenshot of your first purchase. You also get some information like how to find some gold mines and stuff, and know what to look for. I also have oil fields and stuff like that you can pick for. So I'll say, hey, congratulations, you've won. And you'll say, I want this, that, or the other, and etc. Or I'll use your code, or you could be entered into the normal weekly land giveaway. But let's get into it already, right? All right. So let me pull this up on the screen. There we go. Oh, it's kind of blocked out. Well, you guys know the layout of the screen enough. I've got the drop-down menu that's up in the top right. You drop that down, you go down to settings, and then when we're in settings, you're going to see this new section here. Now, you have the option. You have to upload at least one thing if you want to do withdrawals that are in excess of $1,000. You're going to have to upload two things. Now, as it says here, the second thing that you're going to have to upload is proof of your address. And again, they ensure you that this is fully encrypted information, so you don't have to worry about your identity being compromised or any of that headache or jazz. But they do want to make sure that you are who you say you are, and that someone's not hacking into your account and taking your money. They're all about security here. By the way, speaking of security, make sure you have your two-factor authentication on. That's super important to secure your account and our whole Earth 2 ecosystem. Nobody wants to hear about people losing their money and their land because they didn't have a simple two-factor authenticator set up. So I've got other videos that teach you how to do that, so check those out if you don't know how. Very simple. But yeah, you just basically have to withdraw a photo ID. I would use my license. I was going to actually do the whole withdrawal process with you guys to show you how to initiate it, but it's super simple, and I'm not really interested in taking money out. And I've also already heard from several people how long it's taken them to receive money. So after you put in your photo ID, I'm assuming it's going to have to be something government issued, so it's legit, driver's license, passport, any of that fun stuff. Again, if it's over $1,000, we're going to need a proof of address. You're going to upload it here, JPEG or PNG, below 3 megabytes. But I have heard that the withdrawal actually hits So far, I've heard under 3 hours. One guy said it took him about 2 hours. Another guy said it was a little bit over 2 hours. So that's what I've heard so far directly from people. I've seen other videos where people have said, and other stuff on forums where people are reporting about the same amount of time. So hours, a couple of hours, that's lightning fast, especially compared to my experience. And I've got a couple of videos where I was talking about a very frustrating experience that I was having, where it took me over 2 months to get my first withdrawal out. It did come through. It was concerning to a lot of people because this was still when everyone's like, oh, Earth 2's a scam, Earth 2's a scam. And I was public about the fact that I initiated the withdrawal, and then people were starting to get a little bit apprehensive when they found out and when they saw that I wasn't, reporting an update on receiving the withdrawal, because originally we were expecting it to take 2 weeks, and it kept going and kept going and kept going. To Earth 2's credit, not only were they insanely overwhelmed at the time because it was such a manual process and they had to go through each and every transaction that I've had, and I've had many of them because I've done a lot of purchasing, but I also may have complicated it by following up with them and asking to change the bank, which they couldn't do. They said that they couldn't do because it was already initiated. Then I also followed up with them and I asked them to change the amount, and this was after the process was already started. So arguably, maybe that slowed things down for me. But in any case, you don't have to worry about that any longer, because now, as long as you have a credit or a debit card, which you should, I mean, you basically have to, unless you're using just PayPal and doing bank transfers and everything else. But as long as you have a credit or a debit card, Visa or MasterCard, this is obviously a much easier alternative. Now, you can also do TransferWise, which is also going to be faster than wiring it to a bank. You can still withdraw to the bank, but I would use either TransferWise or the card withdrawal process, because they're going to be faster. TransferWise does have its advantages depending upon how you want to move your money around. What happens if I have a $500 credit card and I want to take out $1,000? Like those type of situations, I don't know the answer to that yet. But if you wanted to forego that, or if for some reason you wanted to keep your money from hitting your bank account, and I'm not going to get into the reasons why someone might want to do that. But if you wanted to avoid it from hitting your bank account or hitting your credit cards or any of that jazz, then you could just use TransferWise, because TransferWise is basically like a virtual bank account that's out there in the ether. It's commonly used for sending money all around the world. And one of the benefits of TransferWise, and there's going to be a link below that'll get you like $600 off or free transfers for up to your first $600. So no fees on your first $600 worth of transfers. But you can also get a debit card attached to your TransferWise account, so you can go and swipe it wherever, make purchases, and use it just like a bank account. So those are your options. I am very excited about this. More so, not so much that I'm going to be using it, because like I said, I'm not planning on taking any money out per se, but the fact that it makes it more legitimate. All these people who are talking about scams, and I got a video, maybe it's already done depending upon when you're watching this, but I've got a video where I'm going to be talking to some of those scam fans, people who like to say that this is a scam. It's going to be quieting them. And I think as more developments come out, the two-factor authentication, the withdrawal successes, now upgrading the speed, expediting the withdrawal process itself, all these things are quieting those people who are like, scammer, this is a scam, Earth 2's a scam, Bitcoin's going to zero, nothing's real. All those people are gradually being silenced, which is a lovely sound to hear. Just yeah, one day it's like zip. In any case, I appreciate you guys tuning in, and thank you so much for trusting me to help you navigate this marvelous, miraculous, mystical, magical, magnanimous, maniacal. I keep on saying I'm going to get off the M's and I'm going to do something else, but I just keep saying the same M words. What's up with me? I don't know. Thanks for helping me help you grow this channel and inform you guys on Earth 2. I have a lot of fun. Love the comments. Hit me in the comments with any questions or any videos that maybe I should be doing to discuss something that I haven't discussed yet. I try to get to them when I can. The editing process is a bit of a pain in the butt, but I'm learning, working through it, and I appreciate you guys sticking with me through the process. Have a good one.